So, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first in the series on restoring slash rebuilding a Mamod te1 traction engine. It should be a fairly simple one to do, because basically all the main bits I need are here, and I've ordered the wheels off of someone on a well-known auction site that basically everybody uses. And so hopefully they'll be here by the end of the week, so I can be putting them on for part 2. And I've got the other bits. All I'm really doing at the moment is that I need to flush out the boiler, because there's quite a bit of limescale in it. It's quite an old engine, and I've touched up a bit of the paint on the smoke box yesterday because it was very badly chipped, and so I just got simply a can of Humbrol paint and a little paintbrush and just painted in some of the worst areas. I think I need to do a bit more because it's got what looks like some sort of limescale build up around the front, which I've no idea how it's gone there, but it has. And so let's give you a quick tour around this engine. So, being a te1, it's the first incarnation of the Mamod traction engine, and so unlike the later, arguably more popular te1A, it doesn't have a reverser. It's only got a forward and a speed regulator, which was known as the exhaust choke because it comes off the exhaust, and that's how you slow it down. So that's fully open, and then either way closes it off. And then you got your safety valve, which it's always important whenever you buy a Mamod steam engine, make sure the safety valve works. And then it's got the older style of whistle, known as I think commonly known by basically everyone as the burn your fingers whistle. And these ones are just a lot simpler. As you can see, of course, oscillating the cylinder. So all I really need to do is flush the boiler out and get the wheels fitted, and then it will be done. Because I've already got a steering column made up, so I can just attach that onto it and use that. Providing it works, of course. Now, I know this does steam because I have steamed it before. And it's just standard early Mamod with the overflow plugs instead of the water gauge. I have got the bow and the scuttle for it in my shed, which I'll go and get in a bit when I go downstairs to do the flush out. And so yeah, this is going to be a new series on the channel. We're going to be focusing on rebuilding and restoring this engine. And I might do some other short videos on my other engines, because I've got a couple of other Mamods, which that's my my lovely Walesko, which is probably one of my favourite engines. And then up there I've got stationary my SL1, which was in the last video I've put up, my steamroller, and I've got another stationary engine up there which you can't quite see. I think it's an SE2, I think. The stationary engine with a single cylinder with a reverser. So I think that's the SE2. And I've got an SW1 which is down there. I just don't have a lot of space in this room. Although I am moving into a new room at some point. The layout's staying here. but I'm just getting a new actual bedroom. This is going to stay as a training room. But I will get back on to doing some model railway stuff at some point soon. So now I'm down at the kitchen. So now I've got some nondescript white vinegar. Basically, because the vinegar is slightly acidic, it's fairly good for using in Mamod boilers to try and get scale out. So all you need to do for this is simply take the safety valve and your water plug out, put the little red funnel in, and then I'm just going to pour a load of this in up to the overflow, and then leave it for about 40 minutes and flush it. Well, just flush it out every 40 minutes, and then refill until I'm happy with the results inside. Apparently you can use kettle descaler if you've got it, but I can't seem to find any at the moment. So I'm going to turn this off and do that, and I'll come back to you in a minute. So that boiler is now filled up with the white vinegar, and so all I've got to do is just shake it up every now and again, and then basically leave it for about 40 minutes to do its thing, then flush it out and refill, and just do that a couple of times, and that should be alright. Whilst that does its thing, I am going to go outside and do some track work on the garden railway, which I don't think I've actually shown on this channel yet. So yeah, I've got G-scale garden railway, which I'm just going to sit here and work on this curve here, which has been giving me endless amounts of trouble since I put it in. Right, she's had the vinegar in her for just over 45 minutes now, probably up to about an hour. So now it's just going to be, I've got to empty it out, check what the inside of the boiler's like, and then probably refill it. Anyway, so the boiler is now empty of the vinegar, and it did come out a funny light shade of blue, which I don't know if that's concerning or not, but whatever it is, it's probably done the boiler some good. So I'm just going to fill it with some rainwater to just flush it out, and then I'll get back to you. Another good thing to do with these, especially on the early ones, it's a bit easier to do, so you can put a little torch in the safety valve hole and put your eye up to the overflow plug, and then you can look inside and see how it's done. So that's what I'm going to do with this, just to make sure and see how it's done. Alright, so that's now flushed, and the water came out clean, so I think that's a good thing. And so now I'm just going to refill it with some more white vinegar and leave that for another 40 odd minutes, and hopefully the boiler will be good and scale free, and then all I'll really have to do is clean up and wait for the wheels to arrive. So that should just be an easy. So as you can see, the water's coming out very clean now. That's basically all of it. So that's basically that is the boiler drain now. So especially that is the boiler flushed out. And so all I really need to do now is do some cleaning up. Probably touch up the paint in a few more areas. I'm not going to make it look mint or anything like that. I just want to make it look decently clean. And so I'm going to clean up the firebox and all of that. Get some Brasso on all the moving parts and that. So I'll probably give it a steaming at some point soon. So I just have to wait for the bits to turn up, and then I can put the wheels on it and get it done. Alright, so that's the end of part 1. I'll see you in part 2 then. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed. Comment any ideas if you've got any. I'll see you in the next one.